Hi, my name is Marche Pender, and I will be introducing the current state of instructional design and technology and the challenges and issues faced for Module 3. This short presentation will highlight what I learned from Modules 1 through 3 about instructional design and technology, focusing on the most pressing challenges and issues in the field. Today, I will also briefly discuss possible solutions and trends for moving forwards. So, the bullet points that will be addressed is an evidence based discipline combining learning theories and technology, the common models as in ADDIE and SAM backward design, the importance of learner analysis and environment, and the cognitive load and multimedia principles. So let's begin. We're going to start with the first challenge, based on my readings, was with the misalignment between learning objectives, content, and assessments. When learning goals are vague or poorly defined, content or assessments may not support what learners are meant to achieve. In Module 1, it often emphasizes analyzing learner needs to defining objects. Module 3 shows that irrelevant content overloads working memory, reduces the effectiveness. So, the use of backward design can carefully map objectives, content, assessment, and engage stakeholders early. All right, so this will be the way to enhance this issue with the misalignment between learning objectives. Moving on to the cognitive load and information overload. Too much information is being presented online with not enough adequate scaffolding or organization, causing learners overload. In Module 3, had a point with reducing cognitive load and addressing the techniques like segmenting or signaling. So, to formulate a design with multimedia principles, limit the loads and chunk the content use while providing visual cues. This will help with test takings for early learners. Now, with learner diversity and accessibility is another issue that is experienced with online technology learning. The differences in prior knowledge, learning styles, cultural background, and technological access can make one size fits all designs ineffective. In Module 2, it often highlights with learner analysis that includes an inclusive design and differences in cognitive load depending on the prior knowledge. So, to fix this, a universal design for learning, UDL, provides multiple means of representation, engagement, expression, and ensure accessible content that will be better for learners. With technology integration, incorporating new technology poses both opportunities and challenges, meaning the costs, the technical skills, the ethical concerns, and the infrastructures. So, with that being said, recent readings beyond modules highlight emerging technologies. Module readings may touch on learner environments and media. The way to solve this is by pilot projects, professional development, evaluating tools carefully, attending to ethical privacy, equity issues, ensuring technology serves for those learners that may not have those accommodations, not the reverse. Moving on to ethical issues, bias and privacy, along with human agency, especially with AI data and analytics. Concerns about learner data privacy, algorithm bias, fairness, transparency, also over automation may reduce human oversight. Module readings may include theories about learners' data, motivation outside readings, increasingly focusing on AI ethics. So, the use of human centered design involves stakeholders in design as well. So, the transparency about data, you can apply ethical frameworks to ensure that automation, AI augments, do not replace human judgments. Now, the last few points that I want to mention is the high cost of the tools, the licenses, the training, and the maintenance. Some module readings talk about the resource constraints, the scalability, and is often concerned in practical application. The use of open source or lower cost tools can help with this issue, along with scalable designs, reuse adapt content, and a plan for maintenance considering incremental deployments. Moving on to workload, time constraints, and project management. Now, the issue is designers often work under tight deadlines, conflicting stakeholders' demand, and this may cause a scope in the creep. Modules readings on design and development phases, especially Module 2 or 3, has a cognitive load and applies to designers too. So, with this, we can have better planning, using agile or rapid prototyping, clear communication with stakeholders, realistic time that estimates setting boundaries to fix this workload time and constraints. Lastly, resistance to change, institutional constraints. Organizational culture, policy, which is the lack of buy in from stakeholders, has a limited technical support. In Module 1, it addresses the organizational or environmental analysis. In Module 2, it discusses the implementation issues. Now, the stakeholder engagement data to show effectiveness, small wins, professional developments, and leadership to buy in. So, understanding that learning theories, behaviorism, cognitive help inform decisions about what to include, how to structure content, and these foundations suggest that the designs, decisions need to be updated. Okay, and learners analysis environment in module 2, these readings help in basically illustrate why learner diversity, prior knowledge, context, and environmental components matter deeply on how effective an instructional design will be. Now, these readings give actionable tools on how to reduce a workload with using signaling, manage visuals, verbal channels, which directly relate to many of the challenges above, and the information overload in technology integration. As instructional designs, we must be lifelong learners, but using the use of emerging tools, ethics, and accessibility. We should aim for human centered, inclusive, and ethically aware designs, involving learners being transparent and protecting their privacy. We must embrace the design, the prototype, and test, refine rather than trying to build a perfect first time. So let's think about sustainability and reuse so we can model the designs that was already made, templates. We can reuse that and have a well costed content, along with working on advocacy, which helps the stakeholders understand why design matters and the time to design properly improves the learning outcomes. So, my 5 references were from the following: Robert A. Allison, with the trends and issues in instructional design. The voices from the current trends and challenges in instructional design and learning, along with the instructional design with AI possibility, dialogue, and ethical considerations, instructional design problems and research by LearnBright article, and the latest trends with instructional design, course box blog, and human connection. I will include these at the bottom as well. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen, and let's improve our learning with technology. Thank you.